I don't see an ending to this. This issue will destroy New York City.
FBI, open up!
What's up, guys? It's your boy, Benny. Elon Musk, in a recent Joe Rogan interview, made the point that the fight in humanity is not against communists versus capitalists necessarily, or against Republican versus Democrat, and not against red versus blue state. It's not any of that. It's actually humanists versus extinctionists. People that believe that there are too many people on the planet and will gladly drive society towards a suicide point in order to rid the world of a human population that they don't like. Truly, like the bedrock of evil. That's the bedrock of the argument now. And that is, of course, why we see a police state in this country in order to make sure that there is a rigid lockdown on anyone who would dare be a populist, a nationalist, somebody who actually cares about human beings in America and wants to make life actually human, want to encourage human flourishing here. And that police state, of course, will not stop at anything in order to ensure that the regime is protected. And if you criticize the regime, man, you are going to get it. It's going to be bad. Check out the interesting case here of Eric Adams, the mayor of New York, who by every measure is, of course, like, you know, a Democrat, right? He likes little Democrat sticky, ooey gooey things. He says little Democrat like stuff to tickle your ear about race or about inequality. Now, he does go after woke Democrats. He does say that that's out of touch with the working class Democrat voters. After causing a stir earlier this week with his comments about woke Democrats, Mayor Eric Adams doubled down on his remarks, directed harsh words towards a member of New York City Council while doing so. Eric Adams also has criticized deeply Joe Biden's immigration policy and done so very publicly, and said that it is going to destroy New York City.
And let me tell you something, New Yorkers. Never in my life have I had a problem that I did not see an ending to. I don't see an ending to this.
This is talking about illegal immigration.
I don't see an ending to this. This issue will destroy New York City.
Oh boy. So Joe Biden will destroy New York City. Of course, the Democrats can't win without the state of New York going consistently blue forever. Democrats, of course, can't have their power base rocked like this. You're not allowed to say things like this. In fact, Eric Adams was on his way to meet with Joe Biden at the White House to rip him a new one on this very issue, maybe even on camera. Who knows? Eric Adams has gone on left-wing media and said a lot of stuff he shouldn't say. But then Eric Adams mysteriously had to cancel his meeting with the White House hours after leaving New York. Well, what's this about? He even made a little video talking to people, telling everyone he was on his way to the White House. Here you go. On my way to join fellow mayors, federal partners, asylum seeker crisis, follow along throughout the day. So here he is telling everyone, get ready. I'm going to go meet with Joe Biden. Funny little thing happened on the way to Washington, D.C. Go meet with the regime. The FBI raided Eric Adams, or raided Eric Adams's most important, political operator. Everyone will tell you the most important person on all your staff is your fundraiser. The raid of the home of Brianna Suggs, who is Eric Adams' personal fundraiser, a consultant with close ties to the mayor, comes as Adams canceled a series of meetings in Washington, D.C. So Adams actually had to run home because the FBI came knocking on the door. Oh, man, these people are filthy.
Breaking news right now. Mayor Adams has canceled his planned trip to Washington, D.C. today. He was set to join other mayors in the capital to meet with President Biden and discuss the impact of the asylum seeker crisis on their cities. Mayor Adams posted this video on X of himself on the plane, but sources tell CBS 2 he is now rushing back to New York City for, quote, a matter he has to deal with. No word yet on what that matter is.
Oh,
the mayors
yeah.
of Chicago, Denver.
No word yet on what that matter is. Okay, well, let's pop on over here. The FBI has raided the home of New York City Mayor Eric Adams' top fundraiser. Suggs, the name of the fundraiser, has been very close with the New York mayor. Of course, you can't even win. You could never win or run for office without your fundraisers. They keep your campaign on the rails. Could this be related to 3 months ago about 6 individuals who were charged in an alleged scheme to send campaign money to Eric Adams? So is this a political hit job by the FBI? Or are they getting rid of a guy who went on Morning Joe and said that wokeness needs to die, that Joe Biden's immigration policies are destroying New York City forever?
A disconnect between working class voters who should be aligned with Democrats economically and party leaders.
There was, and you look at the numbers, there's a hemorrhaging of our Latino community, our AAPI communities that's leaving the traditional Democratic base, is because we've allowed the loudest and those who consider themselves to be woke. Some of us never went to sleep. And we hear and speak directly to people. And I think the party is now understanding that we have to speak at those issues that are important. Jobs, public safety, educating our children, good health care, just these.
So you're not able to go, and this is the CNN interview. I can't even watch Don Lemon anymore, but this is the CNN interview. Same thing, right? Don Lemon talking about, wait, how can you criticize woke? And he's like, woke sucks. And you suck, Don Lemon. So Eric Adams made all the wrong enemies and then very lightly criticized Joe Biden in public, saying he's going to destroy New York City, criticized Joe Biden's border policies, went on CNN and MSNBC to do so, criticized the orthodoxy and the new religion of the Democrat Party, which is wokeness.
It's happened in this country. The numerical minority, they have hijacked the term progressive. I have been progressive all my life. You look at the issues I fought for, from police reform, housing, education. But we've allowed a small number that are the loudest, and they've hijacked the true meaning of the Democratic Party.
Man, you're not allowed to say that these days. And now look what happens next. FBI raid. Too bad. And then these are the headlines. FBI raids home of Eric Adams' fundraiser. And how's he going to continue if his fundraiser is getting raided by the FBI? What if he's complicit in all of this? Now, there is some value. There's some value to this. There is an ongoing case into people to send campaign contributions to Eric Adams that are illegal, right? There are memes being made, of course, about a message from the Biden crime family. Eric Adams. In a horse's head in your bed, right? The scene from The Godfather. But nonetheless, a federal raid is never a good look for anyone. And who's in control of the FBI right now? Just got to ask questions. To give you an update on the campaign finance fraud allegations against Eric Adams, man, are there any like clean are there any politicians that are like even remotely moral? Everyone's just a scumbag, aren't they? Here's the local news reporting. Apparently these guys are going to really catch a rap. They have a lot of evidence against various individuals to give more money than they should to Eric Adams's political campaign.
6 New York City contractors tonight are charged with illegally funneling money to Mayor Adams' campaign. Prosecutors say the contractors managed to go around the campaign donation limits by using straw donors to make extra contributions. Those contributions were then matched by the city. The mayor's campaign insists they knew nothing about the illegal donations. Here's Eyewitness News reporter Lauren Glassberg.
These 4 defendants are charged in a scheme to raise money through straw donations for Eric Adams' mayoral campaign in 2021. The idea, according to the 27-count indictment, was to give out money orders to people who would then donate that money to the campaign, and the money would be matched by public funds. So a $250 donation would garner a $2,000 match. The defendants would then allegedly pressure the mayor's office for construction jobs, assuming Adams was elected. In one email between 2 defendants, Shamsuddin Riza writes to Dwayne Montgomery, a retired police inspector, about a potential construction project in Brooklyn, saying, FYI, this is the one I want, safety, drywall, and security. One project, but we can all eat. Please show it to him before event. It will start when he's in office. It's important to note the mayor is not charged, nor is his campaign. A campaign spokesman saying, we would never tolerate these actions. But according to political consultant Hank Scheinkopf, this case doesn't help the mayor's narrative.
This continues with a spate of non-positive press that clouds out the fact that murders are down in the city, that there are some strides being made against crime, and that he's got a set of accomplishments. No one's listening to them. What they see is the scandal.
Out of an abundance of caution, the administration is reviewing all city agencies to see if any contracts were signed with any of these defendants, and if so, when.